At exactly 0347 hours local time on April 11th, 2026, while Vice President J.D. Vance sat across the table from Iranian negotiators in Islamabad, the fragile 2-week US-Iran ceasefire was already on life support. The 185,000-ton Iranian-flagged civilian supertanker Persian Shadow, officially carrying crude under a neutral Panamanian registry, suddenly dropped speed to 3.8 knots in the narrowest pinch of the Strait of Hormuz. On commercial tracking apps, it looked like just another delayed tanker. But inside the USS Gerald R. Ford's Combat Information Center, the Aegis Baseline 10.2 system lit up blood red. Container lids on the tanker's deck hissed open on hydraulic rams, revealing 4 concealed Russian-supplied Club K launch cells, caliber cruise missiles hidden in standard ISO containers. At the exact same second, the Virginia-class SSN USS Minnesota, SSN 783, detected the unmistakable transient acoustic spike of a Kilo-class submarine's torpedo tube outer doors cycling open directly beneath the tanker's keel. This was no random move. This was Tehran's calculated middle finger to the Islamabad talks. Use a Shadow Q ship to lay fresh EM. 5-2 mines, the same ones Iran admitted it can no longer fully locate. Jam coalition sensors and demand illegal coordination tolls from every passing vessel, exactly as the IRGC Navy had publicly threatened just days earlier. One wrong move by the US and global oil prices would spike 30% overnight, while Tehran screamed ceasefire violation, but the world's most advanced naval power had been waiting. Simultaneously, 38 nautical miles east, the Fords and SPY 6V-1 radar, operating in silent low probability of intercept mode, registered a sudden swarm bloom. Over 70 low observable Shahed, 3-6 derivatives in Lancet, 3 M kamikaze drones launching from 3 fishing trawlers trailing in the tanker's wake. Their mission, blind the E-2D Hawkeye and MQ-25 Stingray tankers while the Kilo laid a quick reaction minefield. The Persian Shadow's upgraded Krasuka 4 EW suite began flooding the electromagnetic spectrum with multi-band barrage jamming, choking Link 1-6, GPS, and even the new resilient LPI data links inside a 28 kilometers kill bubble. At the same time, the Arleigh Burke-class destroyer USS John S. McCain surged forward at 34 knots. It's in /SLQ 32V7 already in full noise barrage plus deception mode. The American captain didn't wait for a call from the Pentagon. This was the exact nightmare scenario the Fifth Fleet had wargamed the moment the ceasefire was announced on April 8th. The life or death 21-minute countdown had begun. 0351 hours. The E-2D Hawkeye, orbiting at 29,000 feet under heavy jamming, flashed a priority vampire alert via resilient low probability of intercept link. Confirmed Club K activation and mine deployment. The Ford's combat system instantly cycled 32 forward VLS cells to hot standby SM-6 and ESSM Block 2 ready. 2 EA 18G Growlers from BAQ 140 Patriots screamed off the deck carrying next generation jammer pods and the brand new high power microwave Thor system. The Growlers didn't waste shots on individual drones, they unleashed a phased array HPM wide area sweep, an invisible electromagnetic hurricane that fried every guidance semiconductor in the Iranian drone swarm. Lancets tumbled from the sky like burning leaves. The Persian Shadow's Krasuka 4 suite reported catastrophic internal capacitor failures. Screens went black while Iranian operators screamed in panic. No visible damage, just smoke in electronics and dead systems. Underwater, the Minnesota solved the Kilo's firing solution in 47 seconds. Instead of a kinetic torpedo, it released one Mk-54 Mod 2 programmed for proximity detonation 75 meters below the Kilo's hull. The resulting cavitation bubble slammed the Russian-designed submarine with a non-lethal but hull-shaking hydroacoustic hammer. The Kilo's sonar dome cracked, its captain had no choice but to emergency surface right in front of every satellite and drone camera in the region. On the surface, the 3 Iranian trawlers accelerated and turned into classic maritime military ramming formation. Bows aimed straight at the McCain. The destroyer's 5-inch MK-45 gun turret trained instantly, while its Sea-Whip Block 3 EW suite blasted 150. Decibel directed acoustic energy through the long-range acoustic device. Iranian helmsmen dropped to the deck, clutching their ears as their bridges became sonic torture chambers. The Persian Shadow's captain realized his electronic shield had collapsed. His Club K cells were fried. His drone swarm was fish food. Desperate, he ordered sea valves cracked open, pumping crude oil into the Strait to create the environmental hostage crisis Tehran had planned all along. Incendiary buoys dropped from deck containers. A 9-meter wall of fire roared across the water. This was the exact moment the US Navy had rehearsed. 2 MH-60S Seahawks, low-level escorted by 2 F-35C Block 4 Lightning IIs, screamed in at wave-top height through the black smoke. Fast dropping from the lead bird were 16 operators from SEAL Team 6. Gold Squadron, equipped with suppressed MK-18s, Unslash PEQ, 1.5 lasers, and man-portable counter-EW jammers. Their single objective: seize the bridge and kill the remote detonation panel before the ship could be scuttled. Zero visibility. Thick oil smoke, night vision, and thermal overlays turned the narrow corridors into a green hell. The SEALs moved like ghosts, engaging Quds Force contractors in brutal, grenade-free CQB, knife work, and short bursts only. One stray round into the oil tanks, and everyone dies. At the 13-minute mark, the lead assaulter reached the central control panel. The Iranian C4 countdown timer glowed red. 87 seconds. A shaped frame charge blew the reinforced door. 3 controlled 5.56 bursts silenced the last guard. The SEAL comm specialist drove a titanium spike straight into the remote receiver the instant the light flashed red. The timer froze at 19 seconds. Dead silence. The Persian Shadow lay crippled in the water, electronics microwaved, submarine escort forced to surface, drone swarm destroyed, and its captain now broadcasting a fake research vessel under attack, Mayday, on every frequency. By 0408 hours, the tanker was under full US boarding party control. The 3 trawlers fled north under the burning oil slick. The surfaced Kilo was allowed to limp away. Tehran would not lose face on live global TV. But every acoustic and electronic signature of that exact Kilo and that exact Krasuka 4 suite was now permanently burned into the US Navy's database. The Strait of Hormuz stayed open. Global oil prices spiked 4.8%, then stabilized. The Islamabad talks continued under massive tension, but the message was crystal clear. The US Navy will enforce freedom of navigation, with or without Iranian coordination. This was not a victory lap. The Iranian Kilo escaped with fresh data on American tactics. Unlocated mines still litter the seabed, and somewhere in the Gulf, a second Shadow fleet is already repositioning. The ceasefire is holding for now, but the oceans are no longer safe. The boundaries of 21st century war just changed forever. Next time, the ghost ship may not hesitate. What would you have done if you were the strike group commander watching that tanker open its Club K cells while Vance was literally in the room with Iran and Pakistan? Drop your answer right now. Fire first or hold the line, and tell us why. If this real-time breakdown of today's breaking Hormuz crisis just gave you chills, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The next classified file drops in 48 hours. Because the sensors are hot, the board is set, and the next move in this high-stakes game could change the world. Victory is never final, only delayed.